Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my Guns Up strategy guide here. This is Tanaka Bengal, or Brumak Bro, if I even count that as a title anymore. I made that years and years ago when I was on the Xbox. I'm on the PS4 now, obviously. This Guns Up is a free arcade game on the PS4. I want to say it's like an arcade game or like an app or whatever. But it's a lot of fun to play. It's really addicting, and I have a strategy that I want to share with you guys out on the internet. I don't see too many strategy guides out there for Guns Up. It's pretty. It seems like a fresh game. I think it's relatively new. But I have a strategy involving the grunts mainly. Now, the description says the backbone of any army. You can never have too many grunts, and I just took that and I made it tenfold. The fucking decision I made. Alright, let's go over the perks real quick. I have this guy maxed out, and he's really easy to max out on perks. You know, I think you only need like, what, 3 Valor, maybe 4 or 5, and you get this pretty quickly going up the ranks in the game. So, what I got here is level 3 damage, level 3 health, and level 2 minimum wage. I'm working on level 3 minimum wage, but right now, this is the best I got. Now, the grunts start at $100, I think, you get to buy them with, and then, well, with minimum wage combined with, I think it's superiority? I forget which one of the medals these guys are. But if you get all 3 of these medals, it makes cooldown time a little bit shorter. They're a lot cheaper to deploy, and I forget what the last one is. I think it's more health. I want to say it's more health, and that's survivalist. Yeah, it's more health, cooldown time, and cheaper. And there's there's so many of them. You could fill them so quickly, and the more there are, the more effective they are. Like say if you spawn a grenade launcher, or I'm not gonna say assault because assault's pretty damn close to the grunt. It's just a little bit faster and has a little bit less health, I think. And their damage output's a little bit different. But compared to like a medic or a grenade launcher or a flamer, where it's a single target, and although it has a very large health bar, it's just everything just wails on them. Everything just takes them out. Everything just mows them down. It just cuts them down. But when you have, you know, tons and tons of grunts out in the field and there's multiple targets, you can't just focus, you know, on all of them. They normally focus only on one. You know, some shots go through them and into others, and it's pretty gruesome. But hey, you know, it's like you spend $57 on something like this compared to something like $150 on that. You know, they're cheaper, they're more reliable in my opinion. And like I've had games, like, I was so excited to get the fucking flamer. Excuse my language. But he just takes too long to aim, and although he does have a high damage output, and he kills infantry basically instantly, like, why would you ever want to waste 400 munitions to deploy when you can deploy, like, what, close to 4 of these dudes, you know? So, yeah, perk-wise, cheaper and more health, better damage output, and then with all those medals I earned, with the medals, they're so cheap. They have so much health, they have so much damage output, and they're so fast. So I'm gonna use this in a little scenario here. I'm gonna find a medium base, in the intermediate base. You look fun. Actually, I don't want to attack here. This looks fun. I'll go here. I'll be ballsy a little bit. Go with the Red Skull enemy. And, of course, these really do help also. You know, extra munitions are always a good thing. I'm gonna get some paratroopers in here, because the biggest obstacle with the Grunt steamroller, I'm gonna call it the steamroller. That's basically what it is, and it's a purple stuff, some grape aid. Ah, good stuff. You need to take out fortifications with, you need to take them out before they get there, or you need to interrupt their flow, or like, you need to disrupt them before the grunts get there. Because normally the grunts get mowed the fuck down. And that's the whole point, they're grunts. But, yeah, something like this is a really good way to fortify, like, you know, just kind of lighten my troops up before they actually do get to the real fighting. But, here's the deal. A lot of people, I'm gonna let this go real quick. I'm not used to talking and doing this at the same time, so I apologize. But if you drop troopers in like this, like paratroopers or something like that, normally they can just tear apart the enemy pretty easily, I might add. So just watch the troop meter on the bottom right. You know, keep mashing it out. I just ended up mashing it out every time. Where, you know, you almost never run out of troops. And see how well the paratroopers are just mowing down these defenses. It really does come down to how you use your leader powers, your cards here. That's really what determines the battle. Like, most of the time the grunts can just steamroll and overwhelm each position. But you need to at least have some, you know, you need to love your grunts. You need to show them a little bit of love from the court, you know? Something like that. And of course the flags are always pretty valuable. Everything's really valuable when it comes to the grunts. You just need to plot yourself out, you know, with some kind of rhyme and reason. Even the volley is really good. The focus fire. I call it the volley though, because it really is just you just wailing on the enemy. All forces all at once. And another thing about the grunt strategy is once you like tear all the defenses and they're pretty weak, then you can afford every other, you know, unit imaginable or whatever. But I normally just try to stick with the grunts. They're reliable enough that they get the job done. They're cheap. They're fast enough. You know, there's no problem with them. And even it isn't even a matter if they have low health, because you know what? I could see them dying left and right down there, but you just spawn more grunts in. That's all it is. It's just a big rush. It's a big steamroller. You know? And watch, this volley is stronger than anything in the game. Look at that! It's just gone! It's just gone! And you do the same thing here. They're gonna be flowing in this way. That's what I mean though, just show your grunts a little bit of love, and they'll do the job. You know, guaranteed. And look at that, I came in with like, what, 2,000 resources maybe? I forget how much I bought in for. But I am just steamrolling my way through. My grunts are just pushing everything in. You saw how many defenses this base had to begin with. And although I did help them a good lot, you know, they just clean up. They clean up so well. So that was my little tutorial on what I do in Guns Up. I hope you enjoyed this. I love this game. Yeah, it's a lot of fun playing something for free that's so easy to, you know, play through. It's really enjoyable. Ooh, a little extra bonus, you know? I like a little bit extra bonus. Yeah, just, you know, put in my munitions. I don't mind. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you you drop in your own little strategy, because honestly, the grunt thing is the only thing that really works for me, I want to say. Because when it comes down to anything more expensive than a grunt, I end up spending more than I should, and it puts more strain on whether I should use my logistics on, you know, either like, damn it. Sorry, it's been so long since I played this. Like, you know, if I should use it on a tower, or a cluster of troops, like somewhere where these sandbags would be, or something like a barbed wire, which I know there's all kinds of ways to get around every little thing. This game is so flexible with all its different leader powers. But yeah, if you got any strategies like commando strategies, I'd call that a commando rush, where it's like grenade launchers, you know, it's just all that good stuff. I bought the machine gunner thing, he's gonna be good, and he's not compared to the grunts. Like, the grunts just rule the game. It's almost unbalanced in a way. Alright, so I keep hitting all these buttons on accident. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little weird like that. I like hitting buttons, even when I'm not supposed to. Anyway, I hope you liked and enjoyed this. I'm not going to ask you to like and subscribe, because I'm just a terrible, terrible content maker. I just play the PlayStation, and I just hit the share button, and it's just there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I did enjoy making it. Once again, a little bit microphone shy, but you know, I'm trying for you guys. See ya. Ciao. Ciao, sayonara, you know, whatever. See ya.